y'all, what's good, beautiful people? It's your girl Tay, and I'm here yet again with another update video. So definitely make sure you guys smash that like button, comment down below, subscribe, plus push the post notification bell button so that way anytime I upload a video, you will be notified. So yes, I am in a different environment today. I came downstairs. This is literally a last minute choice, only because my son is sleeping very peacefully. I've got the AC going, and I didn't want to open up the curtains and, disturb his sleep. I want him to sleep as long as he needs to. But anyways, let's jump right into the news. I did want to let you guys know that for emergency SNAP maximum benefits for the month of October, we've got quite a few additional states that have been added to that list. And I did just spend some time trying to research and see if the state of emergency declaration on a federal level has in fact been extended, and it doesn't seem like it has. So that is still set to expire, I believe, October the 13th, which means for the sake of emergency SNAP maximum benefits, if your state is approved for the month of October, you will get the benefits. Okay. Now, jumping into the news, because there's been a lot of stuff going on. Let's talk about what's going on with President Biden. So President Biden actually recently announced that the pandemic was over. Okay. And then it says after Biden announces the end of the pandemic, Fauci, however you say his name, Dr. Fauci, explains what he really meant. Okay. On Monday, Fauci aimed to qualify the president's optimistic remark, acknowledging that while the worst of the virus is over, it still remains a concern. What he really meant is that the very severe stage of the pandemic of having 3,000 deaths a day, that stage is no longer present. Okay, this is what Fauci is saying. He's saying that President Biden is not saying that everything is over, but we were at a certain peak of people losing their lives to the virus, and we're no longer there. Okay. Fauci also added that people should not be cavalier. We're out of the woods. Okay. Biden never said that the C-19 was entirely a thing of the past, but as he looked forward to the first Detroit Auto Show in 3 years, he did indicate that the pandemic stage is in the rear view mirror. Okay. The pandemic is over. We still have a problem with C-19. We're still doing a lot of work on it, but the pandemic is over. This is coming from Biden, in which he said this Sunday in a interview. Okay, so I know that I had seen several statements that had been released as of recently regarding the pandemic being over, coming from the president, and even in my mind I was like, what is he talking about? We are still people are still experiencing some things. People are still going through the worst of the worst for them. So I don't think that it's over. Now, I do agree that maybe it's not as bad as it was when it first started. People are not flooding the hospitals. You could at least now go to the emergency room without having to worry about sitting outside. At least in the hospitals that I have seen, I haven't had to go to the emergency room, thank God, as of lately. But in driving past some of my local hospitals and medical centers, usually when things were at their worst, I would see like them having tents set up outside in the parking lot because they were so overwhelmed with patients on the inside. They had patients in hospital beds in the waiting area because they had no more room in the actual emergency room or ICU or whatever. And I'm no longer seeing that. Okay, so that part of it I do agree with. Okay. um Moving on from that, and I think Fauci is kind of challenging President Biden and saying, I have questions about actions your administration is taking that do not align with your announcement. Okay. What are the questions and what is he talking about? I think what the president was trying to say is that the worst of the pandemic is over. Fauci was not the only one to try to clarify the president's word in a Fox News interview recently on Monday. Okay. There was someone else, Kana said, pointing to those who suffer symptoms of what is referred to long C-19, as well as people who are vulnerable who have issues. I don't think we can be complacent about it. But what he had, blah, blah, blah. But what he was trying to say is life has largely returned to normal. No, it hasn't. The way I would phrase it is the worst of the pandemic is over. That's the only thing that they can say, is maybe the worst of it is over. But there are other diseases that are now becoming a concern. So is it really over? And I believe I mentioned this to you guys recently, but I'm going to give this info to you guys again. Common painkillers that are linked to heart failure in people with diabetes. Now, you guys know I was recently diagnosed as a diabetic, so any information that is going to help me stay healthy and stay here, I'm all for it, okay? But this is talking about non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, also known as Advil, Motrin, ibuprofen, things of that nature. Um, it says taking these painkillers was linked to a higher risk of developing heart failure in certain people with type 2 diabetes, according to a new study presented at the 2022 meeting of European Society of Cardiology. Now, this was actually presented in Barcelona, but I don't think it matters because heart failure and diabetes is a worldwide issue, and we all suffer from, many of us suffer across many countries, okay? Heart failure is the inability of the heart to adequately pump blood throughout the body. It can come on suddenly, known as acute heart failure, which requires emergency medical care, or it can be a chronic condition that is typically treated with medications. Now, the reason why this piqued interest for me is because my grandmother passed away of congestive heart failure, okay? And a lot of these ailments, unfortunately, are pretty hereditary in my family, especially amongst women, which is why I got them. So I definitely want to stay up. I haven't been taking as much pain medication as I used to. I usually take over-the-counter prescriptions for like back pain. I had an injury a while ago, some years ago, and of course I've had children. So any woman would understand when you've had kids, even if didn't have the epidural, you do have some long-term back pain, what is going on? Back pain. People with diabetes, type 1 or type 2, are at higher risk for heart failure, and the condition may progress more quickly if you have less than optimal blood glucose control. On the bright side, available treatments for heart failure have grown more effective in recent years. And then they're talking about a medication that is supposedly helping. One particular prescription medication, Farxiga, Farxiza, which was originally developed as a treatment for type 2 diabetes, but can now be taken for heart failure regardless of diabetes status, has been shown to potentially add years of life in people with heart failure. In addition to optimizing your blood glucose control, certain lifestyle measures, including drinking coffee, may help reduce your risk for heart failure. I've never heard that drinking coffee will reduce risk for heart failure, but um, I'm open to it. I mean, unfortunately, I can't drink coffee because I do have a heart condition that has yet to be diagnosed. And the only thing that we do know is that any type of caffeine drinks do make my heart palpitate really, 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 really extremely fast on a consistent basis. So I don't drink coffee. I drink coffee maybe every once in a while. And when I say every once in a while, I want to say maybe every 3 or so months. And that's may not even happen. Okay. I have trying to permanently take myself off of highly caffeinated drinks. So I do drink tea. If I need a little pick me up, my go-to now is chai tea. That's what I have in the morning. So if you guys ever hear me saying I'm having my cup of morning coffee, it's my cup of morning chai. Moving on from that. Moving on from that, speaking about diseases and stuff being out of control, STD experts warn of an out of control situation as gonorrhea and syphilis cases are on the rise in the United States. Okay, we've got a couple of little tips here. This article isn't that long, but it says STD experts are warning of all-time high cases of syphilis and gonorrhea. At a Monday conference, the expert called the situation out of control. They say at-home tests, more condom use, and better STD clinics could help. But again, there's not a whole lot of information in this article. I think there's another one here. Let me see if they're giving me any more because that was pretty short. Let me see. It is imperative that we work to rebuild, innovate, and expand STD prevention in the U.S. Dr. Leandro Mena of the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention said in a speech just recently on Monday at a medical conference on sexually transmitted diseases, per the Associated Press. Syphilis cases increased 26% last year, according to the outlet. In 2021, the rate of syphilis cases reached its highest level in 20 years, and the total number of cases hit its highest since 1948. Gonorrhea, I didn't call it gonorrhea, y'all. That's going to be her name to me, gonorrhea. Okay? Don't catch her. You don't need her in your life. Has been increasing for several years as well. Um, there are also some immune deficiency uh, viruses that are also on the rise. Just protect yourself. If you are out there and you are active, I am not active right now. I am practicing celibacy, and I tend to do so until I am blessed with a husband whom has been tested. And yeah, that is the only way. But right now, she is keeping it under wraps. It is a secret. Just act like I don't even have one, okay? Because it's too much going on. This is one of the main reasons why I am so terrified to date. And also, this is one of the main reasons why I think I stayed in my previous relationship as long as I did, because you just never know. You may get out of a situation that you think you're bad and jump right into one that is absolutely the worst. And that's not to say that it's an excuse to stay in a toxic situation, which is why I am no longer in it. But the struggle when it comes to dating at any age, at any state in your life, is dangerous. Male or female, it is dangerous. People do not always disclose things that they should in the beginning when you are trying to get to know them. People lie. That's the sad reality of the situation. People lie. People don't come out and tell you that they have been infected. You know what I mean? They are miserable, and sometimes they want to bring people down with them. I don't know why. I don't understand that train of thought. I think that there's obviously a chemical imbalance that needs to be fixed there. But realistically, if we're talking about a person that has a chemical imbalance and wants to bring misery and pain to other people, I don't see them going to a therapist or seeking any type of professional treatment anytime soon. So the best thing that we can do, ladies, okay, and yes, I'm going to be speaking a lot to the ladies. That is not to say that you men don't have struggles, but I am for the women, okay? I am for women, okay? Because I'm for women. Just leave it at that. I am a woman. I'm for women. So, ladies, protect yourself at all costs. It doesn't matter what it is. I don't care how good he look. I don't care how much he tells you everything is going to be okay, that he is not lying to you. Please protect yourself, ladies. Just do me that one favor and protect yourselves. Now, we are going to end off with emergency SNAP maximum benefits for the month of October. And you guys are going to be so proud of me. I did actually write this information down. So moving forward, not today, but moving forward, some of these states may be out of order, meaning they won't be alphabetically listed when I read them, because I'm writing them down, and I'm just going to write them down in any space that I have available. However, today that won't be a problem. So for emergency SNAP maximum benefits for the month of October, we have Alabama with benefits to be distributed on, I think, October the 31st. To be available November the 1st. That's the important date, November the 1st for Alabama. DC regular issuance in Maine, October the 7th. New Jersey, October the 1st through the 1st. October the 1st through the 1st. October the 1st through the 5th. New Mexico, October the 1st through the 31st. North Carolina, October 22nd through the 31st. Oregon, October 10th, 28th, and then November 1st for a final run. Rhode Island, October the 3rd. South Carolina, October the 1st through the 19th for currently approved households. And then pretty much all month long for any newly approved households. Virginia, October the 16th. West Virginia, October the 4th. November the 9th. And then Wisconsin, October the 15th with a final run December the 10th. And that is all. That is giving us a total of 12 states as of right now that has currently been approved. And like I said, unless the public health emergency gets extended beyond October the 13th, benefits of this nature you can expect to end in October. So nobody will be receiving any benefits after that. Now, that doesn't have anything to do with states that pay a month behind. Obviously, like California, if we are to get approved for October, we wouldn't receive those benefits until November. If they have been approved in October, then you're going to receive those benefits. I haven't heard any information regarding the extension beyond that date, so I will keep you guys updated on that when the information becomes available. However, as always, you guys, I hope this information was in some way helpful or useful to you guys in the least little bit. Do me a favor if you haven't already. Don't forget to smash that like button, because it really does help to let YouTube know that you like what I'm doing and you want me to stick around, you guys. It is 100% free. I am on the road to, I'm not going to tell you what it is, but let's just say we're going to continue the goal of growing and glowing over here okay, on this channel. And as always, I'm going to encourage you guys to leave some flowers down below. Guess what my favorite flower is? I have mentioned it. So if you remember what that is, drop it down below in the comment section. Let me know you made it all the way to the end of the video. Don't forget to check out my description box, as I will have some links for some of my favorite products and services, as well as one for Amazon Prime, which you can get 30 days free on me. And as always, you guys, I'm going to say have a wonderful Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, happy Wednesday, happy hump day. The week is almost over. I'm so happy. I'm tired, you guys. I'm just tired. I think that I am more mentally tired than anything. I'm in a transitional phase in my life. You know, been doing a lot of self-reflecting and all of that kind of stuff. And so mentally, I am tired. Physically, I feel all right. And there are a lot of things in my life that I am getting in order, and I do feel happy about that. But, you know, I just feel a little bit of exhaustion, but I can also feel weight being lifted at the same time. Does that make any sense? I did a post recently on TikTok where I used this little voice recording of someone saying, is anyone in this period in their life where they feel a combination of happiness, healing, and hurting all at the same time? And that is literally where I am right now. Okay, so if you guys are there with me, stay positive, take it one day at a time. I'm going to keep telling you guys, don't be afraid or ashamed to be where you are. Today may not be a good day for you, but tomorrow might be, okay? So on that note, I am going to say, remember to live, love, and elevate, and I will definitely see you guys in the next video. Peace, y'all.